Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Updated. Disgraced Abba Kyari lands IGP. Nigerian police into Mēss after court gave this judgment. See details. Updated. Disgraced Abba Kyari lands IGP. Nigerian police into Mēss after court gave this judgment. See details. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. According to report, a federal high court in Abuja's Gudu district has ordered the Nigerian police forces to release Jude Chuks Obasi and pay him 5 million naira for gross violations of his rights. The suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police, Abba Kyari, was reported to have arrested and imprisoned Obasi for more than 9 months while the officer was the head of the IGP Intelligence Response Team. Court orders the police force to pay 5 million to a man who was wrongfully detained by Abba Kyari. According to a report from the Whistler on February 24, the indigenous people of Biafra Hyperbleed Council Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor announced in a statement that the court also ordered the Usman Akali Baba-led police force to issue an unreserved apology to Obasi in 2 national dailies. He stated, the court ordered the Inspector General of Police on one side and its Intelligence Response Team, ITATO, led by the suspended drug baron DCP Abba Kyari, to immediately and unconditionally release Mr. Obasi, who has been kept in their solitary confinement since his abduction at the wee hours of the night from his residence at Nnewi on the 31st day of March 2021, without access to us, his lawyers, relatives, and family members. The court further ordered the IGP and its intelligence response team to immediately tender an unreserved apology in 2 national dailies to Mr. Jude Chuks Obasi. The court consequently awarded the sum of 5 million naira only as reparation for the gross violation of the fundamental rights of Mr. Obasi. Ejiofor promised that he and his staff would engage every legal machinery to ensure that the verdict was followed to the letter and as soon as possible. He proverbially said that there is no hidden place for a golden fish. Moreover, the judgment is an order of the court that must be observed and the terms set therein must be followed to the letter. Abba Kyari detains man for 11 months as family petitions Inspector General of Police. Suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police Abba Kyari, while in charge of the Inspector General of Police Intelligence Response Team, arrested and imprisoned a man, Sunday Okoro from Sapele, Delta State, since September 2020, according to a report published by Sahara Reporters last August. Mrs. Rose Okoro, the suspect's wife, has petitioned the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami San and the Inspector General of Police Usman Akali Baba over her husband's unlawful detention for almost 11 months, according to Sahara reporters. The housewife said in her appeal that her husband was detained in Sapele on September 9, 2020 by embattled Super Cup DCP Abba Kyari and his IRT squad from Abuja after Sonny Nwakego made threats to his life. Her 14-year-old son was also arrested, handcuffed with his father, and paraded like normal criminals as their phones were confiscated, according to the mother. A youngsters was held for more than 3 weeks, she claimed, before being freed. Mrs. Okoro claimed that their lawyers had made multiple attempts and that her husband has been granted bail 3 times, but that his prosecution had been hampered by Kyari stated instructions. The petition comes as Kyari is being investigated for his ties to Ramon Olorua Abbas, alias Hush Puppy, a notorious Nigerian accused fraudster who recently pleaded guilty in the United States. According to court documents, Hush Puppy described how he bribed Kyari. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Central District of California has filed an arrest warrant for Kyari because of his claimed ties to the fraudster. Kyari has yet to be extradited to the United States by the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Meanwhile, Kyari is being held by the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) after being caught on video selling heavy substances. Alleged kidnapper Evans denies allegation against him, claims Kyari forced him to confess. In a similar development, The Paradise reported last month that alleged kidnapped Kingpin Chukwu Edime Uwamadike alias Evans told an Ikeja Special Offences Court that his eyes saw hell in the hands of suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police Abba Kyari and his henchmen. He also denied kidnapping Silvanus Amonu, a businessman, and demanding $420,000 in ransom from his family. Evans is facing a 4-count accusation of kidnapping and unauthorized possession of firearms alongside ex-soldier Victor Aduba. He went on to say that he was tortured and forced to confess to being a kidnapper by a embattled police officer, Abba Kyari, and his boys. To my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.